Fikayo, what's that thing that you say I should talk about again?
Um, Talent, community, and clout, which is more important?
I mean, so Fikayo is asking me talent, community, and clout, which is more important. I mean, I got on set today, and Fikayo, who handles my video, just asked me talent, community, or clout, which of them is more important. I mean, off the top of my head, I should be able to say like maybe community or maybe talent, but let me see if in the next couple of minutes I'm able to share my thoughts in a way that is clear on which of them is which of them, if any of them, is more important. So don't go anywhere. Stay back and watch this video and let's see how much of a good conversation we can have. You're welcome to my YouTube channel, by the way. Okay. Talent. Community. Clout. In my experience, everything starts with talent. Like, having a skill. I mean, it's just that, again, a lot of people will now talk about the fact that there are people who possibly have talent, have skill, and they are nowhere to be found, right? Growing up, not growing up, I think it was like somewhere in the 2000s when Andela just came, there was something they used to say that talent is equally distributed, opportunity is not, right? So the fact that you are talented does not mean that you have the opportunity to express, right? So there may be a lot of talented people who may never get opportunity because they don't have clout and they are not in the right community. So I cannot just say talent, right? Or say talent without ignoring the fact that there are a lot of people who have talent but don't have like the other parts that is necessary. So I think that is where the complication comes in. But I don't think there is anybody who wants to function at a sustainable level that would not have like quality talent. Maybe I will even convert the talent to possibly skill, right? Like have a skill and then be extremely good at that skill, right? So maybe, skill, community, cloud. So I will start with it, with like the first one. I think maybe I will have this conversation from the perspective of the fact that no one is more important than the other. No, it will not work like that. See, this video is me arguing with myself. So, so anyone that makes sense to you, like, and I think we can even have this conversation in another time, if there are feedback and it works. So let me just explain the three in how I know them individually and see maybe at the end of the day, by how I have like chronicled my thoughts, I'm able to talk about one that is important. I think skill is important. Talent is good. Talent is like the foundation of what makes a lot of other things work. So if you're good, then you can get opportunities, then you can be invited into right communities. I mean, so first things first, you need to be good for you, for your own pride, for your own, to take things into your own hands, right? Clouds and possibly community are sometimes not in your control. The only one that is in your control is your own growth, is your own developing yourself, is your own gaining exposure, is your own becoming a better person, is your own reading, is your own quality of mind, is your own quality of conversation, is your own quality of person, is your own ability to be able to convince, persuade, right? Is your own ability to stand your ground, your confidence, your boldness to be able to express at the level of the quality of your thinking. Because there are some people who are good but cannot stand to talk or cannot stand to defend. And because of that, even when the universe passes opportunities their way, they are not able to leverage it because they don't feel like they are good enough to step into those shoes, right? So first things first, talent. You need to even first begin from that one. Have a talent, have something, have a skill. Grow it and grow it, develop it. Don't stay one place. I think the world is moving so fast today that even if you say you are skilled, by tomorrow you should be growing in that skill. By next tomorrow, you should have grown better than where you were. And if you are standing and staying put, you are possibly going behind in the quality of your mind or in the quality of the expression of your thoughts if you are not growing it at the rate at which the world is growing. So that the fact that you're good today does not mean you should not improve and get better tomorrow. So yes, talent on that one, fine. Community changed my life. I think I can't tell my story without 2016, 2017, and meeting Keaton David, and that significantly changed a lot of things for me because first it changed my worldview. It changed how it changed how I saw money. Because as a result of how I grew up, I mean, there were a lot of things that I did not have so much access to. However, with these new friends, I mean, I could see things differently. I could see opportunities. I could see possibilities. By the time I saw what they were doing, I mean, some of them even employing at the age of 22, 23, and they already had businesses and they were running like systems that could be operated across multiple jurisdictions. And what I mean jurisdiction here does not even mean Nigeria, maybe Nigeria, other countries in Africa, and possibly some countries in Europe. It made me believe that something is possible. So getting into that community changed how I viewed life, changed how I viewed opportunities, changed how I understood opportunities to be leveraged. All right. So community is important. First things first, especially if you now have a small, close knit one where you can fail. You feel like this, I'm like, welcome. You said you don't fail. We don't try and before, right? And you can be corrected. What I just said in pidgin is maybe when you like have like something that you did not do so well in, people can come call you back and say, yeah, you tried your best and failing is not so much. We too, we have failed in X, Y, Z. I mean, this is just introduction to a new kind of life, right? Because that perspective changes everything. And the fact that you have people who can hold you up, the fact that you have people who you can look up to, the fact that you have people who can open your eyes changes everything. So community will change you. Community will improve you. Community will give you access to things that you may not necessarily have had access to if you were running alone. Your people, community will give you access to collaboration. Things you're supposed to pay for, you may not pay for it. Things that I mean, if software developer you're learning and you want to write a new language, you have someone who's already writing in that language. You have technical questions, you have growth questions, you have someone who can work with you through interviews. You have someone who has done it before. Possibly you're making your first trip outside the country. You have someone who has applied for visa before. Like communities will change you, right? Then Clout, which is like the last one. Clout is some form of perception, right? Some form of air that helps people, that helps you get more value, right? Let me put it that way. And that is what some people call branding or packaging, right? It is that thing that helps people see you in a certain way so that they can either give you more value or give you what you think you deserve, right? I usually tell people that if this company wants to employ A and wants to employ B, and this company needs some form of equity in like the marketplace, and A and B are excellent and good at their job at the same level, they will choose the person that has the most clout, especially if they are looking for equity. If it's a smaller company or a quiet company that is not so concerned about noise, maybe. But for a lot of people looking for goodwill, Clout will make. I mean, so these two people are equally as good for this wedding. This wedding, and let's say this person is a wedding or portrait photographer. This person and this person shoots almost exactly the same thing. Is good, but this person has 3 million followers on Instagram. Is known across photography groups in Nigeria and different other parts of the world. Both of them possibly maybe even charge the same, but this one even charges lower but does not have clout. The person that has clout is the one that will get the job. So that you have community and you have talent does not mean that clout cannot change your life. Because one, clout changes the quality of people that are going to come and ask you for a job. Now, rather ask you for work, right? Try to contract you. Clout sometimes even affects the companies that are going to want to employ you. So you apply for a company and the company is like, whoa, this person coming is going to give us this level of equity. They bring you in because it changes them, right? And that's why sometimes if people are working across different major companies, right, especially around the big fours, so someone joining a company just confers a level of equity, a level of trust, a level of believability to the cause because this person is joining the company with so much baggage of goodwill, right? And so, yeah, cloud is also important, right? It's just that you can also do amazing work without cloud. You can also grow without cloud. But if some things are not available for you, right, your background is different. You don't have opportunity. You have not gone to Harvard. You have not gone to some things. Use the one that you can use. You better use your cloud, right? And because clout is many things to different people, and at different levels, definition of clout will change. So because again, clout does not always mean popularity. Clout can also mean quality of people who know you. They may be two, but they are strong, right? And they can talk about you. They can sponsor you in different rooms where you may never even enter or find yourself. Clout may also mean that you have a reputation that is strong, right? You have a baggage of goodwill. The way people say have baggage of not being so good, you have a baggage of goodwill. That could also mean clout. So I think if I'm going to, having explained the three, I think the most important is still talent, because that is the only one that you have 100% control over. At the end of the day, maybe you now want to scale into like new vistas, new places, new experiences, new level of wealth, new category, new communities, new places. Maybe there now communities and clouds, right? And again, most times if you are pursuing clouds, you will lose substance. All right. So I also think that it's really important for you to pursue substance. I mean, one of my best movies, I think it's Three Idiots. I still always cry when I see that movie. It's when he said, "Pursue excellence, and money will chase you pants down." I think that's what he said. But yeah, and money will chase you pants down. And I think it's almost exactly the same thing. If you have talent and you are in the right communities, most likely clout will chase you pants down. Um, and it also even determine and depends, rather, before I say determines, it also even depends on what you want from your life. Some people don't want to be at the forefront, they want to be behind running the scenes. But again, it's also clout, because sometimes you need some level of street cred to be able to control from the back without people seeing you in the front and still have value. Right? Because most of the times what people see is what is happening in the front. So if you have enough street cred to be able to control things from the back, that's also clout in some kind of way. So I think it is progressive. There's some time in your life where the clout that you have will be the most important. There's some time in your life where the community you have it is going to be the most important, because that can change your life. But more often than not, if you don't have the first one, which is like the beginning, the foundation, skill and talent, possibly behavior too, but that's not in the context of the conversation, so I'm not going to add it. But yeah, I think I've been able to answer this question, but I would really love to know what you think. Yeah, what exactly do you think in this whole situation? So clout, I know most people, strong people, will be saying talent, but clout really gone, right? But yeah, I hope this has been good for you. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and please continue the conversation. Pick out the one that's important for you, and also like share. I'm always excited to hear from you, and have an amazing time.